Good evening.
So am I
If you
supposed to
haven't,
say, let's get the fuck out of here? I'm hungry.
yes. And thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back next week.
Awesome. Oh yeah, it's that
Wow.
time now, isn't it?
Did you drive by bus to all 49 states, or did you simply go to New York? Because apparently that's what Republicans are accusing Democrats of doing.
Because that's how it works.
Yep, you can vote in multiple states.
You didn't know that? Fuck.
Yeah, that's been a contention in the past two elections. Busloads of Democrats are crossing state lines to vote in the same election. I don't know. I thought there would be, a grand database somewhere keeping all this information, but I'm Canadian. I don't know all this. But I'm glad that really you're getting involved in the political process. Good for you. You voted for myself and Nick and pretty much everyone who watches this show. So thank you. We appreciate it.
Sorry about your luck. So I gotta ask something. So football player, former football player Terry Bradshaw has taken some criticism over an insensitive joke he made on Fox NFL Sunday about suicide. So this is where you wonder, like, this to me is where the world's just like, holy fuck. You're just gonna read this now. And albeit I haven't had these issues, I guess, but so it says editor's note. If you or somebody you know are having suicidal thoughts or emotional stress, be careful while reading this article. Like, oh man. So apparently they were talking about the Arizona quarterback Kyler Murray would be unhappy if the team were to run the ball more. And he said, they're not going to run the ball. They're just not going to do it. They just can't do it, Bradshaw said. Their mentality is throw. I think if the kid had to run 5 or 6 runs in a row, I think he committed suicide or something. That's what he said.
That's one of those offhand comments that's not meant to instigate anything. Yeah, I mean, we said that in the 90s. We said that 10 years ago. Ugh.
But things have changed.
Yeah.
It's
one of those, there's a different set of words for offhand comment, expression. Yeah, it's an expression.
Yeah. I did not vote. I don't know how they voted her in. I was actually not in the province when it happened.
Ooh.
I was actually in BC when that all happened, so I don't know. But I mean, like, fucking, who knows whoever gets voted in now? Like, fucking, why does this person get voted in? Why? It's pick your poison at this point. It really is. So, I don't know. We'll just have to fucking hold on for the ride and see how it goes.
Yeah.
It's because, okay, Donald Trump's just, I don't know if I put Terry Bradshaw the thing with Donald Trump, but this is just way people talk. And this is the thing, that this is how people have, like, especially like a guy like Terry Bradshaw, who's 74 years old. Like, I'm shocked this hasn't happened sooner.
I'm pretty sure in the recent past, Terry Bradshaw was criticized for silly comments that he's made. Yeah, I really think in the past 3 years, he did something similar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. She wasn't voted in an election. The party voted her, and she became premier. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. It's one of those lesser of 2 evils or 3 or 4 evils, however many were running at the time.
Pretty much. Oh, excuse me.
Yes, that generation was much different. I agree, because Trump and Terry Bradshaw are almost the same age, if not the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would make silly offhand comments like that all the time. But again, the world has changed.
Yes, it really has. It really has changed. I watched an article on no, it was a Dr. Phil thing, and they had a bunch of younger kids on there, and they were talking about how, like, stand-up comedians the way that they have to be careful now and that you can't say certain things. And it's like, well, no, they're stand-up comedians. And this all comes back full circle to, if you don't like what you're hearing, just don't fucking listen to it. If you're like when everything happened with Chappelle, like these people are out like searching for what he said. They're like trying to find a reason to be triggered.
Yeah.
You know, like if you didn't know about Dave, like for instance, I'm not an Amy Schumer fan. I'm not going to go out of my way to go listen to her material. That's just the way it is. I don't like it, so I'm not going to do it. Yeah. Right? Just reading the comments. Sorry.
Yeah, Brody does give a good example. It's one of those exaggerated comments. You're not actually going to do that, but in an exaggerated fashion, if it's one or the other, you'd rather do that.
No, but I bet you a lot of people too, like in these same people who are probably get triggered, that's the word I'll use on those certain things. Like, oh my God, if I had to do that, I would just die. Like, tell me that's not something that you don't hear young people say all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
Hello, Casey. And
hi, Case.
Besides Casey, hello, Brody and the Chad and Redneck.
See, I Chappelle's stuff, new stuff is okay to me, but I like his first, like, well, it wasn't Killing Him Softly. It was his first, his special when he was in DC. And he's talking about like the baby on the corner with crack and stuff like that, like selling crack. Yes. I'm selling weed. Like, oh damn! Like, there's like, you know, you're in the hood. All of a sudden, you're like gun store, liquor store, gun store, liquor store. Where the fuck you taking me? Speaking of geniuses.
Oh, all we need now is Frank to pile on as well, and then Casey's going to get tag teamed.
Ew.
Casey will take whatever he can get at this point.
I quite enjoyed them, Brody. Don't get it twisted. Okay, young people, as a matter of fact, still do use it. Like, there'll be people that I've had, like, in the last couple of weeks when I'm gaming, people message me, like, playing Grand Theft Auto after, you know, you snipe the fuck out of them. They're like, go kill yourself. Like, dude, it's a game.
Yeah, but there's a special category for that. That's gamer language. So, that blanket statement applied.
Yeah. Know? Well, there was a video that came out, and it's like a guy on an island, and he's like, it says like what it's like to game online gaming, and the guy's like, he looks over, and he's like, "Hey!" The other guy's like, "Hey!" He's like, "Yeah, you." He's like, "Yeah, what?" He's like, "Fuck you." He's like, "Well, fuck you," right? Like, it's just, yeah, that's the way online gaming is. Like,
yeah, it's like being in New York. Instead of saying "Hey, hello," they say, "Hey, fuck you, eh?"
Hey, yo, fucking walking here. I'm Frank.
Go fuck yourself, huh?
Hey, forget about it.
Hey. Just the tip, Casey. That's all you want.
Just the tip.
Yeah. Technically, Frank is meant. Nah, he's living in the United States. Yeah, I don't know. Frank, whatever Frank identifies as nationally, that's what he is. So maybe we should reserve judgment until then.
Hey, speaking of stupid shit, how about everyone losing their goddamn mind over Twitter?
What now?
Everybody losing their goddamn mind over Twitter because Elon Musk is bought Twitter, and people are leaving Twitter, people are losing their minds, and now you can pay for a check mark and shit. It's like, what? Like, I'm on Twitter, but I really don't post a lot. I next to nothing. I just kind of like going on there and going through there. And I thought the whole point of the blue check mark on names was to vet people, like this is who this person is.
Yes.
Right. And now they're like, anybody can pay $8 and have, please don't say that on here, Casey. I'll say that right now. Don't do that. Shit.
You should modify your comment, Casey, to say in Minecraft.
Yeah. Yeah. So there was that, Elon Musk. Yeah, someone threw a beer at him too.
Well, Ted
Hi,
Cruz
fuck
is a
you.
pile of trash.
He is a pile of fucking human excrement.
Yeah, and we don't want him back because he's originally from here.
Ew. That's nasty. Grody. So what else got? No. Yeah, and I believe Whoopi Goldberg's going to leave Twitter just like she left the USA when Trump was fucking president.
Same with Alec Baldwin when I think W was getting reelected. He said he would leave and he didn't.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I bet they changed their names to Elon Musk. They got the check mark and then they started spamming the N-word to see if they could get Elon Musk banned from Twitter.
Yeah, and that's just it. So
see, you say that really, and now I'm so glad I never got a Twitter account. I probably entertained the idea for a good 30 seconds, but then I thought to myself, I don't have that much to say in 140 or 280 characters, but that's why I'm doing a podcast now.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Oh, were you trying to extend sex with your girlfriend? So you just thought about that just
to keep it going. Yeah, because
didn't work.
Baseball doesn't help me because I'm not a sports guy. That's not what you meant, Casey. You don't capitalize ice unless it's for a specific reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kathy Griffin, she did something that was well, in a leftist context could be considered a death threat.
Was it though? Was it because haven't we seen tons of pictures with people like cutting the heads off things or like you know what I mean? Was it really though? Like it's Kathy Griffin. Do you really think she was gonna go grab a gun and like, you know, storm the White House? Like
no,
really? Like
no,
come on, guys.
It's Kathy Griffin.
Yeah. Yeah, and he would have heard her coming from a mile fucking away. The weather up here is disgusting. It's been snowing like a motherfucker, and it's finally broke up, but it's supposed to be cold now the next couple of days, like really cold.
Yeah. Now, in contrast to that, Casey, in case you think that all of Canada is covered with snow, here where I am, no, we have no snow at the present time, although it's been forecast for the past 2 days now.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, the kid, like, that's just it. Yeah, Brody nailed it there. It's a very poor taste and fucking stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if it was someone like, I don't know, like, can you hear? You're so sexist, but it was like the American Sniper was like, you know, I'm gonna get him. Okay, I'd be a little worried then. You know, like a military trained guy who can snipe from however far away or whatever. Be like, okay, it's a little concerning. I don't know. Send some snow over here to the greatest city in Canada. We mean Montreal? Huh. Man. Yeah, I saw the roof came off the dry cleaner building. Yeah, I saw that too.
Where is that dry cleaner building again? I've never been there.
It's just right beside the where Chevron used to be. It's an empty lot now, right where Chevron was. Right when if you're looking at Chevron, it's on the left in that mini mall.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Open gangbang style. Hey, speaking of that, I need a declaration. I will anyone that wants my vote for prime minister, premier, whatever, enact this law, and you got my vote. You are not allowed in any circumstances to play the beginning of Layla and not finish the song. The opening guitar riff. Okay, because Rock 106 here, look, the local rock station does it, and I got a pump like, yeah! And then it was a commercial like, you fucks. So you want my vote? There you go. You're not allowed to play Layla without playing the whole thing. Fuck Toronto. Fuck off. Delusional as your fucking hockey fans. Fuck. Yeah. Just like your big boy Austin Matthews going to start a fight and then skate off and stand there. Stop. 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 Stop the Matthews. Stop.
Cute Brody. I will not stand here while you... Blue balls, but yeah. Yeah, they should play the entire, what is it, 6 or 7 minutes, Layla.
I'd be okay if they stopped during the piano part.
No, I love the piano part. You cannot exclude the piano part. So if we're going to pass legislation for yours, you got to do it for mine as well. I think it's 7 minutes long.
Bitch, I ain't got to do shit for you. Wow, that said like a fucking one of them hood moms that are like, motherfucker!
Y'all can separate from Canada if you don't like it. Take your dirty oil with you, boy.
Yeah, I'll pause it. Okay, I paused it. 7 minutes and 4 seconds.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because we're too busy. We need the land to get all the oil to send you pricks money.
Yeah, sell the oil.
We need electric vehicles. Make sure you get that fucking money from Berta. That fucking equalization checks that we need.
What are you looking at me for?
Wait,
he is right there. He's right there. Go get him.
Yeah.
Piano part is better. Yes, thank you, Brody.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
And this is how the show ended. It's a dispute over Layla, for fuck's sake.
No. Hey, if the last show survived after he trolled me with the fucking Led Zeppelin Black Sabbath thing, then,
It's been too many years since I've seen Goodfellas. I got to watch that again one day.
We would rather.
Yeah. Yeah, we would, because it helps to keep up appearances. We got to keep those sheiks in power and in money.
Say something, and we would have been canceled.
We would have been canceled, so I'm glad you used your conscience to not do that, like Slim Shady. The power of the mute.
And that's what I got to say about that. Fucking love it. What are we doing this? Fuck. Hope everybody does something for Remembrance Day. I think I'm actually going to go out this year.
Yes, at the very least, you got to wear the pin. Yep. People around here are wearing it already. I keep forgetting to put it on at least a day in advance.
Yeah, well, see, I have I've bought 3 poppies, and I always buy poppies. It's my thing. It's kind of like the Salvation Army bins. Whenever I see them at Christmas and Walmart, I always throw money in them. I can't wear it because I always lose the poppy. I always lose it. I should find one of the ones, because we still just have the pin one. We don't have the other ones they have now, where you can like put the back on it and it like sticks like a pin.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I always lose the ones with the pin, so I always buy them. But now this I know this opens up a discussion here for everybody in the chat. I'm actually really curious what the thoughts are. What is everybody's thoughts? And I'll give mine first. About decorating before Christmas, before Remembrance Day is over. I'm going to take this from the great Jesse Ventura, who lives in the Baja. He said that he served for people that have the right to have the freedom to choose what they wanted to do.
Yes.
And that's what I believe. If you're going to divide yourself and fight with people because of Christmas decorations, I believe that you need a hobby. Maybe learn an acoustic guitar. Maybe learn how to quilt. You need a fucking hobby. So that's my opinion.
It is possible to put up Christmas decorations and as well on November 11th honor those who have fought for us. It is possible to do both, absolutely. And Chad, if you're going to say this, so I hear Mackenzie mentality bullshit, you better cite a source. Hey, Frankie.
Oh, yo,
how
the
you
Mexican
doing?
is here. Hey, Casey,
Hey.
he's here now. Talk your shit now, motherfucker.
How you doing, huh? Hey. Good on Terry on that.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I would never go on Don Cherry because it's like Don Cherry might say something about myself because I don't wear a poppy. I'm not. My picture on Facebook is my grandma and grandpa who served together. I always lose them. I buy them all the time. So
you're going to find them in the same place that all the socks from the dryer go missing.
Yeah.
Sell poppies
right,
with safety pins. Yeah, for
right.
old people like you who keep
like me
pinning
too,
them on themselves
too.
and they almost bleed to death. Oh. Christmas belongs to December. Well, that too.
That is a good idea, Reverend Ryan. Maybe I'll do that. I think I'll do that.
Yeah. If people want to put them up, that's fine
Hello,
with
Satan.
me. Hello, sweet Satan. I'm surprised you didn't throw shit at you.
Bumblebee tuna.
I can't ever remember losing a pinned poppy before. Maybe you're putting them on so that the pin faces upward, which would be really strange.
I'm a sadomasochist. I like that.
December 1st.
That is actually a good idea, though, Ryan. I'll try. See, and maybe I can do that with my hoodie because I don't put them on my work shirts because they always pop off. So,
it was in the news podcast Breaking Points. Okay, you cited a source. Thank you.
What was his comment? I missed what he had said.
His comment was, and he started with, "So I hear women have registered to vote in record numbers in the USA." So you cited the main source, but now we need the poll that it came from, and we need the numbers of these record women.
Yes, because that's always the problem. Global news is horrible for that. Oh, a survey says blah blah blah. It's like, oh, you got 1,000 people. Awesome. Now, all right. Okay, say this. So all these women are rushing to vote. Oh, the women need to vote. Who are you against? The guy that said grab them by their things, or the one who apparently sniffs little girls?
Yeah, lesser of two evils.
Which is the? Hey, I don't have a dog in this fight. I think it's like the ongoing reality show America. What's going to happen this week? So I have no dog in this fight, but it's a case of which one are we against here, folks? Pick a poison, I guess.
It is possible, Frank, and this is just a hypothetical scenario, that someone registers to vote, like an old person, Chad, for example, then they die and they're still registered to vote, or they register, they vote, and then they die. That is a possibility as well. Or they could mail it in, then they die, and their vote is still counted. Mm-hmm. But the names of dead people, there are mistakes where people have the same first and last name, different middle names, that kind of thing. I've heard of David Pakman. He's pretty smart from what I recall. I haven't listened to his show too many times.
I know who Pac-Man is. Not the same guy?
No.
Oh.
David Pakman is an American.
Pac-Man.
Yes, his name is David. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
He invented Pac-Man. Okay.
Yes.
That's good knowledge to have. All right. Anyways.
Ooh.
Oh, you guys are texting too fast.
Stop.
Okay, what did it say? Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, then that makes sense.
That would make sense. Absolutely.
Okay, and thanks. That makes complete sense, man.
Yes.
I listen to the wrestling news every day. Not that it has anything to do with anything. Brody just said I listen to Dave Pac-Man every day. Really? He talks about Pac-Man every day. God, that'd be boring. Hmm.
Yeah, and from Brody's previous comments, it's definitely in regards to Roe versus Wade being overturned. So that makes sense. I think we can close the book on that one. So thank you, Brody. Thank you, Chad, for that.
Yeah. So
trying to overturn this now, that Pandora's box is open forever. When your candidate doesn't win, you and everyone who voted for him, the election was rigged, it was fixed. It was the Bilderbergs.
yeah.
It had to be.
And and let's, before we sit here in Canada go, hey, us with our maple syrup and stuff, we had that shit go on with all the pipelines in BC. They voted in favor of it. The ones that didn't get what they wanted cried and bitched and are destroying property. And so that is showing just the way the mentality of the world is. When this is like when you were kids, when you would fucking pitch a fit about something, your parents wouldn't let you do it.
Yep.
And they kept saying no. And when you realize, like, oh my God, like, I remember being sent to my room, can't remember what I did, but no dinner because I fucked up. I didn't get dinner. Guess who didn't fuck up again like that? Right? Because I wanted dinner, as you could tell by my felt figure. So, like, but that's the thing is people now realize, oh, we can just slut and bitch and moan, destroy things, set things on fire, and they'll finally just go, okay, fine, fuck, let them do it. And this is where we're at.
Reagan didn't know where he was half the time, Frank. Well, maybe he did, but he was suffering from Alzheimer's, I think. Somebody fact check me on that towards the end of his 8 years.
Hey, hold on here, really. Okay, listen to me. I don't like your attitude. Go have a sandwich and calm the fuck down. Jesus. Anyways. Yeah. And like the thing is, like, who cares? You're just a puppet for whatever the fuck they want to do. Like, this is like, ugh. Like, he's such a narcissistic ass fuck, and this goes for Biden too. You guys are fucking as old as dirt. Like, you should be like golfing, or not sniffing children, or not spray painting yourself orange. Like, these are things that you should not be doing at your age.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, like, who the fuck, man? I get annoyed running a fucking 4-piece band, for fuck's sakes. I couldn't imagine trying to run fucking, how many millions of troglodytes are in the United States? Well, how many millions of troglodytes do we have in fucking Canada? Do these people want to be in charge of? Fuck that shit. Fuck.
And Biden's dementia. Jesus, I'm not even a doctor, so I have no idea, but there's something going on. And he's the oldest president. He's nearing 80.
Like, why? Why would you want to do that? I don't get it.
Ryan, can you name the movie? What were those 2 movies that you were talking about back in the day, Frank? Threads and The Day After. Did he? Was it one of those 2 that he might have watched, Ryan?
I don't. Oh, man.
Yes, I remember in the year 2000. There were a few documentaries on that were pretty good. Yeah, Reaganomics, trickle-down economics.
Yeah,
how's that working out?
Yeah. Trump was golfing more in office and watching fake news more than the action. But that's the thing, really. Why even do? I guess, like I said, it's a narcissistic thing. It really is, especially at that age. What can it be? Why would you subject yourself to that bullshit? Like, serious, like, man, I'm just, heck, maybe if my leg would have come completely off, I could have retired early. Like, that's where my head is at. Like, I don't want to work anymore. Fuck. I'm only 42.
Yep, me neither. I don't want to be there.
No, and you want to know what? I love my job. But you want to know what? It's like, I could keep myself busy. I'm sorry. Usually it used to be like when I was younger, it'd be like a week of holidays. Like, I need to go back to work. Well, after the last holidays that I had, when I went back home and whatnot, when I was right on the Sunday night, I'm like, I could really go for another week of this. Like, this was great. Like, you know. So, yeah, yeah, fuck. Fuck.
Then again, Ryan, the time that Obama was in office, you got to think about what his age was when he got in and compare it to what age was when he got out. That's right nearing middle age. Of course, you're going
That's
to see
true. Yeah.
changes. Then
Yeah.
again, when you look at W,
Yeah.
he was what 10 years older than Obama, and he
Yeah.
aged pretty
Yeah.
ungracefully as well.
Yes, he aged fucking horribly.
Yeah. It's something about being the president.
I don't know. Bill Clinton still looked like a pimp when he left.
I think it was something to do with the women and the McDonald's
I
and
was gonna say
the
all the
cigars.
young pussy. Yeah, all the young pussy. That's where I'm going right away.
I think with regards to with Obama versus Biden, was it the Senate or the House was controlled by the Republicans during Obama's time, so they would stonewall everything that he and or the Democrats would try and push.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. With Biden, yeah, he's a Democrat, so they're going to push back against him, but maybe Biden has a few more friends on the other side of the aisle. Many famous people have stuttered. Yeah, that's a thing. But it's when you get over 70, I think, I'd be throwing in the towel with anything regarding, the future of the country.
Okay, so speaking of Nazis, I'm just joking, but this segue. I'm just kind of reading stuff. I know my internet's being ghetto again, so high school principal suspended after student wears Nazi uniform for Halloween.
What the fuck? Come on.
This is reported by Metro. There is a young man goose stepping right there. Okay. A high school principal was suspended after he defended a student who came to class on Halloween dressed as a German soldier and gave his peers a Nazi salute.
Wow.
Joseph Powers, the principal of Jones College Prep School, was removed from his duties pending an investigation by Chicago Public Schools, CPS, into the incident that happened on Monday, October 31st. Okay, so there's Chicago is a very diverse town with a lot of African Americans. Yeah. So what did you think was going to happen? We're not talking some school down in Georgia. This isn't cool at all. But like, this isn't somewhere where you might be able to slide this under the radar, or wow. Yeah, well, in one of the videos, the student can be seen goose stepping, marching across the cafeteria table for the Halloween costume. He arrived at the end of the table. The student turned and appeared to perform the Nazi salute to the crowd. Wow.
So I guess even his parents didn't have the heart to tell him that this is not a good idea, no matter what day of the year it is.
Well, and that's where that is the parents' fault too. The parents should be suspended too.
Yeah. Where were the parents?
Yeah, for being stupid.
I'm a Fox News pundit now. Where were the parents? Next, we're going to blame video games.
This is just dumb.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't like showing up in wearing like a Native American headdress or something. Like, that's not cool. But to show up wearing whew.
Where did he get the uniform? Who sold it to him? Who?
Okay. So we're gonna be internet in case. So internet guys, I'm gonna write in how to find Nazi apparel. Let's just see, okay?
Oof. You're gonna be flagged for that one. Yeah, really. I got one name for you, Roy Moore, and we all know how that went. Ugh. Someone, yeah, maybe attention. He was being edgy. It's like that early 2000s internet edginess that he wanted to embody, I guess. Blame it on Marilyn or the heroin. Yeah,
Wow.
that's a great lyric.
I am on replicators.com, World War II Nazi Germany Party uniform gear. You can buy a Hitler Youth jacket, Hitler Youth winter pullover shirt, Hitler Youth hat. Oh, there it is. There's the Hitler Youth. There's like Adolf's shirt, or like the shirt that he wore. There's some Nazi armbands. Wow. So you could, they're the pants, they're the hats, the tie. Yeah, well, what do I keep forgetting?
Oof.
Yeah, so like oof is right. Like see, you can buy, like, there's the Hitler thing. Like, yeah, you can buy it all. It's on replicators.com. So it is available. Like, that's crazy.
Why haven't the leftist hordes gone after this website, I wonder?
I'm shocked that, like, they haven't. I'm wow. That's crazy. That's now, like, you know, and that's the thing is, I really had to, like, look for, well, not really, like, when I like how to find Nazi apparel, it wouldn't even pop up, which is good. I mean, it shouldn't. But that's crazy that that's even out there to purchase.
Yes.
That is insane. Wow. Excuse me.
Well, Antifa, I think you should hire Anonymous for something. Oh, Jesus, I think you mentioned that before, Ryan. I haven't watched Band of Brothers yet. I'm still going through movies. If it's in movie format, I'll do it. But TV shows, I'm probably not going to get to for a while.
Okay, now
Speaking of which.
Go ahead, sorry. I've already been flagged before. Okay, quick question, because Ryan's right here. James Jones, was that Jimmy Jones? Is that the young? Is that Junior? Just trying to remember if that was, because Jared Miller just posted RIP James Jones.
Ooh.
So I'm not sure if that's junior or senior. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, he said as much after Charlottesville, I think. There are good people on both sides. Excuse me? No, there aren't.
No, there's not. No. If you hate someone because of the color of their skin, they don't think you're the same as you, then you're a piece of shit and you're not a good person. You're not.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched a movie today that dealt with racism back in the 1960s. It's called The Banker, starring Anthony Mackie and Sam Jackson from 2020. Good movie. I highly recommend it. And there was another movie I watched recently, and if Frank's still around, I listened to his show today, and Tex watched Terrifier 2. He's watched it twice now. Good Lord, the special effects in that movie are amazing. I don't know if they're really good practical or if they're a mix of practical and CGI, but the gore is off the charts good. Like really, really, really good.
Huh. Yeah, I've been hearing things about it. Yeah, I know Junior was living in Gino's there, or whatever they called it now. So, yeah. Well, of course he is. He made the Pac-Man video game. Duh.
Intelligent. You see that word? How many sandwiches did you eat in order to spell intelligent as intelligent? Now we got you.
You're dumb like me.
We got you. I'm going to add that. We're going to troll you forever. Yes, Frank, you do need to watch both Terrifier movies. The first one is from 2016. On the IMDb, it's in the I think it's the 5.6 range. It's decent. There's one kill. There is one kill in there that is reminiscent from a movie from 2015 called Bone Tomahawk. I won't get into the kill itself, but it's not really shown on screen, but good Lord, you let your imagination fly, it will terrify you. And the character of Art the Clown, he appeared in All Hallows Eve, which I haven't seen yet, from I think 2013, and as well from the same director in a short film called Terrifier. I can't remember if that was 2013 or 2011, but the actor who plays Art the Clown in the first and second Terrifier, he was not in the short film or All Hallows Eve. I saw Samaritan. It is a decent movie. Yes, I liked it. And Frank extols the virtues of Shang-Chi, and I thought that was a very good movie as well. So I'm with you on that, Frank. Yes, I saw Halloween Ends in the theater. It ended. That's pretty much as I can say about it. But if you're going to end a movie, then that's not a bad way to end it. And that's end completely. I won't divulge any secrets of it, but that's how you end a trilogy. 3 o'clock high. Well, I'm going to look into this for a moment.
I have a confession to make.
Yeah, huh?
So when we were back in McKenzie or Prince George,
yeah,
we watched Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
It doesn't hold up. It's not as funny as it was. I was thinking about it, and I wasn't going to say anything about this, and I may be shunned for it, but it is what it is. We watched Happy Gilmore Saturday night, me, Kim, and Cole, and I laughed my ass off. I still laughed.
Yes.
But Dumb and Dumber, we watched it. I had a few moments where I laughed, but I was just like, well, this sucks.
Jeez, I haven't seen the 2004 Punisher in years.
I don't remember anything from it.
I remember Thomas Jane was in it, and that's
I
about it.
remember that, yeah. Hey, okay. I'm just going to put this up. I won't say it. Because I can't be like...
I agree, really. Frank deserves a much larger audience. Frank's subscriber count is, I think, in the 300 or 400s.
And you know
Clever
what?
wordplay. Yeah.
And this is when someone would say that's offensive. It's like, listen to me. As just under 300-pound man who probably makes more fat jokes about himself than anybody, makes jokes about being hit by a fucking tree and having a cyborg leg. People need to fucking learn to be able to take a joke. People need to learn to lighten up because that shit's funny.
It's wordplay. I'm not going to say it's clever wordplay, but it's wordplay that I hadn't thought of or seen yet.
No, me neither. I saw that. I was like, Jesus. Like, and you want to know what? Really, I'm not a super, super huge Sandler fan either, but I did. Yes, I like The Wedding Singer. I liked The Wedding Singer.
It's pretty good. I like the soundtrack for sure.
Yeah, the soundtrack was awesome. I remember I had the CD. It was great. That's where I was introduced to Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. Oh, what a great song by The Police. Oh, what a great song.
There was one song on that soundtrack that really stood out to me. And once I find it, I'll let you know.
on the right hand side. Pass the Ducci on the left hand side. I did it. That one?
No.
Okay. Fine.
I think it's How Soon Is Now by the Smiths.
Yes, that's a great song.
I love that one.
Yeah, that is a good tune. Ooh, see, that's a hot take, Brody. Actually, I forgot about that. I do like that movie too. That's a good movie.
His new basketball movie.
I did not watch that one. I didn't know he had a new basketball movie.
See, Frank, I'm with you on The Wedding Singer. And I'm starting to develop an appreciation for the 80s, but I'm also on Jeremy's side that the 90s had some really good media, music and movies. So I oscillate between the two. So I'm not exactly on your side or his. I'm the bridge in the middle.
See, and when it comes to like, I think what happened with the 90s is we were all more exposed. We could get the music was more accessible to people because there's lots of stuff I didn't hear in the 80s till the 90s, and that was because of Frostwire, LimeWire, Napster. Like, yeah, I'd heard like the main hits, but I was able to go more into like B-sides and be like, holy shit, these are great songs. I never heard these songs before, right?
Yes.
So that is why I love 80s music. And when me and Kim are in the vehicle together, that's mainly what we listen to because we both enjoy it. But 90s is because that's I mean, I'll say it over and over again. There are songs when I hear them, I'm at Mac or in the high school. I'm at 7-Eleven back home eating those shitty, horrible for you cheeseburgers that were so fucking delicious. You know what I mean? So
Airheads is a great movie, period. I watched
Steve
that about
Buscemi.
3 years ago. To me,
Yeah.
it holds up. It's not like, oh my God, I can't believe this. No, it's still a good movie, though.
Yes, Chad. We know it's a 90s movie set in the 80s. Good for you. You can have your pudding now.
China Girl's a good one. The
That's a good
bass line
tune.
is pretty easy.
Man, David Bowie was a fucking just an amazing, amazing artist.
Yes.
Gosh. Waterboy had its moments.
Yeah, yeah.
Had its moments.
It
Like
was
Little
okay.
Nicky. I fucking hated Little Nicky. I thought it was stupid.
Nah.
Yeah.
And Mr. Deeds I didn't like either.
No, and you know what? So now I'm kind of curious. I gotta think of Sandler movies.
Thanks for that,
See,
Chad.
I like Billy Madison. I did
I'm
like
going to
Billy
watch
Madison.
3 O'Clock High. I just added it to my list. It's got, I think, a 7.1 on the IMDb. So it's worth checking out. And it's from 1987. Never heard of it. So thank you, Chad.
Okay, and he's only did the voice, but I've enjoyed the Hotel Transylvania cartoons.
Never saw him.
I got to watch like because I was with my niece. I was like, haha. 50 First Dates wasn't bad. That's My Boy was horrible. And Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. The Longest Yard wasn't too bad. The remake, I thought it was okay. Anger Management was good with Jack.
Yes, Jack Nicholson.
Yes, okay, yes. Oh, and Bulletproof with Damon Wayans. But tell man will go when he's hanging out the hey, get that thing out of my ass. And members like, hey, you want to come over? Get that thing out of my ass. Was he at Coneheads? Was that him? Yes, he sold the Conehead the fucking illegal documents. He wasn't Conehead. I enjoyed Coneheads.
It's been years since I saw Coneheads. It was kind of, for me, when I saw it back in the 90s, late 90s, it wasn't something I wanted to see again.
What about Big Daddy?
No.
No, it had its moments, but yeah. So yeah, he really does have an egg-shaped head.
Well, I'm going to take you up on that, really. You said their first hit was Waterfront. I'm going to listen to that a little bit now as we're going along. Doesn't sound familiar.
Simple Minds. Simple Minds are no, Simply Red did Holding Back the Years, right? Holding Back the Years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good tune. Yeah. Oh, Spaceballs. Fuck. God. Spaceballs was awesome.
Classic. Yep. Modern classic.
See, that's not really modern anymore when you think about it. In the 80s.
85, it's going to be 40 years pretty soon.
So I don't, that's not modern anymore, dude. I mean, this might catch heat because I know there's a lot. I know a couple guys don't like Steve Carell, but I think 40-Year-Old Virgin is one one is in that category. I thought 40-Year-Old Virgin was fucking hilarious.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
You know, but Spaceball, like, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Pretty good.
Great movie. Great movie. Uncle Buck.
I watched Uncle Buck and the Great Outdoors, I think early this year. I probably would have had a better appreciation for them had I saw them either at the time or in the early 90s. Because for me,
with the context,
the humor doesn't really hold up, in my opinion.
Yeah. There it is. I knew Brody. I knew it was Brody. See, to me, with Chris, that's how I am with Chris Farley. Like, his worst movie to me was Almost Heroes, but I still laughed my ass off.
Your Virgin is trash.
I knew it was bro. Yeah.
Says the 70-year-old man.
Yeah. He talks about vagina, and Stormy Daniels had Donald Trump's penis in her. So I don't like 40-Year-Old Virgin now because she's a whore and she's in it. Slut. Oh, what else I got?
A Mel Brooks movie that I really liked that I had never heard of was High Anxiety. It's a spoof of Alfred Hitchcock's movies.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Step Brothers, I saw that not too long ago. It was okay.
Had its moments.
Talladega Nights, same thing. Had its moments. I like Sacha Baron Cohen, but yeah.
It's like Borat. I could watch the first Borat over and over and over again. I think it's, and I remember where did I see Bruno? Did I see Bruno in the theater? And I remember thinking, like, yeah, this isn't that good.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Yeah, no. Actually, there was something weird at the theater. I can't remember what happened. Maybe I'm mixing up. When me and Brody went to Sausage Party, and those people brought in like a baby, like it was in a fucking car seat.
Oof.
Like, and I don't believe in them, but hand to the Lord. Like, ask Brody, will tell you. They walked in with a fucking car seat in their hand. It was like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
It's not that the kid was ever going to remember anything, but what the fuck? That was a pretty cool theater. That was a huge theater. Oh, Semi-Pro was awful. Oh, fuck. Oh, so bad.
Ooh, History of the World, Part 1. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard it's pretty good. Semi-Pro, I've not seen either.
Don't even waste your time.
Okay.
Don't even waste your time. It was so bad.
I agree, Brody. Sausage Party, I've seen that 2 or 3 times now, and I do appreciate the humor. It is kind of base level humor, but they do some good comparisons, I think.
Like, I remember, maybe Brody, I'm sure he will, but when the orgy happens at the end, I'm like, what? And I just yelled, what the fuck are we watching?
Exactly.
Like, I just couldn't even, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they went for it, and why not? Like, where else are you going to go?
Yeah. Yeah, just holy shit.
2024, that's what they've been saying on The Harsh Truth, that Cora keeps bringing up movies that are in production that are going to be released in 2024, and there's a whack of them. Oh, is the old man tired?
We have, we took another dog in, and we took a rescue dog in.
Oh, nice.
And we're just trying to get her acclimated with like our house, and she always moves around, which, and with a dog who's been rescued, is this gonna take time to get. She's getting better, slowly getting better, but
she's getting used to her environment.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Can I, if you haven't seen this really, and I don't want to go back and watch it because I'm sure it's cheesy as fuck, But one of my favorite Mark Wahlberg movies has to be The Big Hit.
1997.
Yes,
Yeah.
I loved it. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I'm
Yeah.
wondering if it's one of those movies that I shouldn't go back and watch just because it might be shitty, you know? So, but I'm just looking for stuff to talk about. I listened to Sam Kinnison's first special.
Oh yeah.
And it's the stuff he says you could never say now. But God, you know, a lot of it wasn't super hilarious, but it was that fucking delivery. It was a it was that scream. Like, I can't do it justice, but oh man.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
It's great that you bring up Sam Kinison because I watched Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield
did you?
recently.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, it was a good movie.
I remember enjoying that movie. Yeah, I remember enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the first Ted.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the first Ted. Again, original idea, right?
Yes. And it does show that Mark Wahlberg, he does prepare because the names he rattles off, amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, really, the movie that he did with Kirk Douglas, when they were on the oil rig, I mean, I can't remember what the heck that was called.
Wait a minute, Mark Wahlberg in an oil rig movie?
No, was he? Well, yeah, he was in that movie, wasn't he? With Kirk
it's
Douglas.
From 2016. It's directed by Peter Berg. It is called Deepwater Horizon.
Yes, I enjoyed it.
Great movie.
I enjoyed it.
Peter Berg was on fire that year because he did Patriots Day. Wahlberg was in that too. It was about the Boston Marathon bombing. Yep. Great movie. Love that.
Oh, okay.
Movie.
I haven't seen that one either. Kinnison, great back. My favorite thing that Kinnison did was the Married with Children Christmas special. When he was Hal's Angel. Yeah. I didn't really. Yeah.
I saw Me Time, I think 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Wasn't great.
And whose movie is that?
Me Time is Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, okay.
Good pairing, not a great movie. That bit about living in the desert. That's the first Kinnison bit that I saw. And good Lord, I died laughing a few times listening to that.
I heard some of his bits. And what got me to go listen to the whole thing was I actually am back on the Joe Rogan stuff. I downloaded Spotify because I wanted to listen to Joe Rogan talk to Rick Rubin. And he's telling the story how this woman introduced Rogan to Kinnison, and that she's describing how he's like talking about, oh yeah, you're a dead guy, a cadaver on the slab, and then all of a sudden some guy comes in, and he's gonna have sex with you, and you can't like avoid it, and he's laying on the table, going, well, I'm dead, you know, but he's like, hey, wait, what's that going in my ass? No, ah! Fucking like, what the fuck? No, don't tell me what to do.
You've done this before, Brody. You've pimped that TV series.
Yep.
Are you getting money? Are you getting kickbacks or something?
Probably not. Yeah. He was great on NWC. I could believe that, Ryan, that he was a revival time preacher. I could totally buy into that.
Yep, he was.
Yep.
I could just imagine him using the same kind of build-up delivery technique that he used as a comedian.
Same cadence, yeah.
Yeah, where he would start off slow and then he would build it up because preachers do that too. If you listen to some of their sermons, they'll build it up so that they get the audience hyped, and then they just start screaming, and the audience is screaming along with them. It's a psychological tactic, I think.
Well, and if it works, then it's good to implore it then, right?
Yeah, and I'm not going to give the the tired old example from some guy from Germany in the 1930s using the same thing to rile up his crowds, but I'm just saying. No, I knows. Yes, you are. You liar. I
Sell
have the
out
evidence.
with me tonight. Sell
I
out.
got the documents.
That's a good song.
The Orville. Haven't seen you yet. Heard good things about it.
Mm-hmm. I'm just full disclosure, guys. Like, I don't watch a lot of TV anymore. We kind of get through the stuff that me and Kim watch together, but I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Now, are you talking in general or TV series, news, all
Everything in general. Like, I still
Hmm.
watch Walking Dead because I want to finish it. Because this is the last season. They're going to finish it up here. And then they're going to have a bunch of spin-off shows. I don't know if I'm going to watch them. I don't think so. Okay, I'm going to disagree with really on this. I don't think anybody could have done that bit like Chris did it, because if Chris hadn't done it the way he did it, we wouldn't know about it. With Matt Foley, like, that's one of those things that it's his. Like,
I could see Kinnison doing the van down by the river in the same cadence and yelling, but I don't know.
But it wouldn't fit. You think about it, because when he does the punchline is in a van down by the river with Sam, with Kinnison, you want the screams, right? And that I don't think that would fit in there.
Yeah, it's probably too much with the oh.
Yeah.
But that's what he does.
Yeah. I am psyched about Yellowstone coming back. I quite enjoyed Yellowstone.
I've heard it's good. Never seen it. Kevin Costner's in it, yeah?
Yes, yeah. Yep. So do we have some Caron videos to watch?
I probably should have played those at the beginning, since this is a role reversal
we were supposed
show.
To role reverse it and
oh well. It'd probably be too on the nose if I did that. Using the paper for roll and doobie.
Yeah. The best part of it is how David Spade is hiding his face. Same with Christina Applegate, that she's got her hair down in front of her face and she's like this.
Yes.
So I know you don't. So here's the wrestling. So take a shot. So this actually just happened on wrestling last week. So they're building this big story. There is a half white, half Muslim wrestler named Sami Zayn. Okay. And he is right now affiliated with a group of Samoans. Okay. And they're like dead serious, like serious. Roman Reigns is this guy's name, and he's like the head of the table. Everything's serious. And they build up to this big thing, and there's a tag team. They're called the Usos. Now, Us is Samoan for bro, right? So they say, Us, what's up, Us, right? So Sammy is this white guy, like white as me and you, dude. Like, he is white, ginger, the whole 9 yards. I didn't even know he was half Muslim. And he's talking to Roman because the guy said something one of the guys said something dumb, and he looks at Roman. He's like, listen, Jay's not being very oozy right now. And everybody in the ring started laughing. These guys are this is supposed to be dead serious. And like, this is national TV in front of like, over 1 million people. And he gets the fucking people to laugh. And like, I just thought of that with David Spade making everybody laugh on set, or Chris Farley making everybody laugh on set. Do you even know who Taylor Sheridan is?
Taylor Sheridan. I've seen some of the movies that he's been in, like Sicario, Wind River, Sicario, Day of the Soldado. Without Remorse, I've seen Without Remorse. Not bad. So I'm aware of him, but I don't remember anything specific about any of his performances. Yeah, Frank, I was going to say, what do you mean Kingdom? Kinnison did a great bit about eating them Ghibli bits. I can't remember what album that was from. I think the only Sam Kinison album I have is Live from Hell, which was released after he died.
Okay, who? Oh, Christina Applegate has multiple sclerosis. Fuck.
Yeah.
Bomber.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, you never know what's going to get you as you go along.
Yeah, and she had my favorite, and I called Brody Butt Blaster Brody. That came from Christina Applegate with her from Kelly when Bud was Grandmaster B, and she's like, "Listen here, Butt Blaster B," and I just that line stuck with me forever. I fucking love it.
There's a whole list of what she called him out there somewhere.
Butt Blaster B.
I don't know that I've ever tried deep fried Mars bars.
I have.
Yeah?
Wow.
Is that why you have the Beatus now?
No, this was after the Beatus. I only had a bite of it, and I still remember how good it was. Kim got one, and it was like, holy fuck me running.
I'm pretty sure they're in Las Vegas somewhere. I didn't take the time to go seek them out, but I should have. Yes.
Go ahead.
One of my friends from here, he lives on the island now. He has MS, which sucks. His dad's got it. His dad's got to be in his 70s now, and yeah, it's not great.
No, not at all.
The mine behind Yellowstone. Cool.
He is, yep.
Nice. Okay. It's Karen time. Why did the Karen cross the road?
Oh boy.
You cross the street, you will see I will hit you.
No, you won't hit me.
Yeah, I will hit you.
Hit me.
Please go.
Hit
Go.
me.
Don't cross.
I'll hit
You.
I'll hit you.
Hey.
And look what you produced. You produced Abraham, and I'm gonna kill Abraham. He likes boys. Abraham likes
Please,
boys.
please, can you go to your property, please?
Abraham likes
Please,
boys.
go to your property.
I'm gonna go down to the bus stop and embarrass.
Yeah, we know you miss him. You.
Oh, and it cuts off for some reason at the end. The only thing that makes that clip what it is her accent.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like, wow. Wow. That's all you can say is, wow.
She's got to be trashed.
Yeah. Like, just, wow.
I've got one that's longer.
That's fine.
Giggity. Is slow progressing. Yeah, it's a slow killer. Oof. Yeah, I love the juxtaposition of her throwing something at the guy and then trying to hit him and then wearing the shirt that has the word love on it.
Yeah. Love. Yeah.
She's so progressive.
And saying that he wants to fuck boys while she's wearing the pride shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's Alabama, Louisiana. Take your pick of any
Mambo
of those
number 5.
3 or 4. This one, ugh. This is across the pond. So, Big Red, we hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I hope
and
you have a
having
good
fun
vacation, Red, if you do see this.
in the Germany. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scheiße,
Oh,
Paddy,
look at
yeah,
this, a
yeah.
redhead. We should go over there and say hi. Oh, she just asked me for an Irish car bomb. What is that?
You're never going to let that go.
No.
In all of your travels to various restaurants, let's say in the past 4 years, have you ever been to a restaurant that gave out menus that had calorie numbers on them?
Oh, of course. Oh, like I think that I could be mistaken, but I thought there was something now that they had to show, maybe not on the menu, but in every restaurant now they have to have the information for all the food.
That's great. I like that.
Pardon me?
I like that.
Well, I'm almost sure, like, if you go to like a drive-through, and I know you don't need a lot of fast food, but say next time you're in a mall, I don't have to go to mall, I'll do a mall. When you go through a food court, just look at the board. It should actually, I think a lot of them beside the food will say how many calories are in each of them. So that's nothing new. That's nothing. I kind of thought it was everywhere now, to be honest with you.
Well, I found someone who doesn't like that. And it's
Okay.
not here in North America.
You've ruined my day because I've got to sit here and read the calories on there. And you know what? Now I don't want anything.
This woman screams
Pause!
at the waitress
Yeah.
after she
Well, good, because you're a fat cunt and shouldn't need anything else. Continue.
No, the person we see,
No,
that's
her.
the
No, I'm not
waitress.
talking about the waitress. That's not
All
what
right.
I'm saying. I'm saying to the fucking skank that's talking to this poor lady Ren, who's just trying to do her job, because you just got offended by some numbers. You shouldn't eat anyways, you cunt. Go ahead.
is handed a menu with calories on display.
Yeah, but honestly, nothing is intentional, please.
Well, I don't care if it's intentional or not. I'm sorry. I get that you've apologised, but what's done is done. And you can't take that back now. And now I've got to sit here and read that.
Hey, stop. No, you do not need to sit there. If you're that offended and upset, you can get off your twat and leave. You can leave. No one's making you stay there. If you're with a friend right now and you're that triggered, if she's really your friend, she should comfort you and you two should go and play in traffic now. Like, leave. You do not need to stay there. Continue.
And she's one of these people who will say, "Oh, it ruined my entire day." No, it didn't, because your day is not finished.
Yes. This is the worst thing that's happened to today. I love
I'm your
Tombstone.
huckleberry.
I'm your huckleberry. Yeah, of course, that's everyone goes to.
Fucking awesome. I love that movie. There's so many good actors in that one movie.
Yep. Okay, continue with this twat.
Not yet. Frank's got something to
Oh.
say. And if anyone has watched Frank's show for any amount of time, you know how Frank talks, you know how he delivers. So imagine Frank dressing down someone like this. To me, that I would pay money for that, because Frank would just rattle off the insults as thinly veiled as store policy or restaurant policy, and I would love it. I'd be on the sidelines. I'd be like an audience member of Married with Children, who back in the 90s. Yeah,
I can get
Kilmer
behind
was
that.
amazing. You look at Kilmer in not only Heat or The Saint, you look at him in earlier movies. I think there was one he did with Joanne Wally Kilmer in 89, Kill Me Again or something like that. And then you look at him in Real Genius from 1985. Great movie. Love that movie. Let's see how this continues to play out.
Listen, you don't need to worry about that, honestly.
I don't need to worry.
You look wonderful. It's not something that you really need to worry
Are
about.
you
look
for real?
amazing.
You don't know me. You don't know my life. You don't know my backstory. You don't know my situation.
Now, in fairness to her, that's true. Even though people may look great, they may have stuff going on the inside. So, point taken, but you're still not on the right side of history in this situation, I think.
No,
Let's
you're
say
a fucking asshole. Like, I'm so annoyed at this woman. I'm actually looking at my phone. Like, that's how annoyed I am with this person. Like, this person's existence annoys me. And that you're actually recording this poor lady because you're looking to get online and get fucking sympathy. Because you're that much of a troglodyte. Like, fuck off. People with real world problems and you're angry about numbers on a piece of fucking paper. Fuck.
There's another Val Kilmer movie I remember. It's from 2004. It's called Spartan. Decent movie. Not great, but if you're a Val Kilmer fan, I do recommend it.
How can you sit there and say, I look wonderful? Well, thank you. That's really nice of you, but you don't know what's going on. You don't know what I've been through. So putting this down here on this table for me to see makes it very difficult for me. Do you understand that?
Completely.
No, you don't, because or else you wouldn't have done it.
Please,
No, I
please,
won't,
you won't,
actually.
Sam. There are other people.
I don't
here.
care.
No.
I'm
Of
sure
course
they
you
agree
don't.
with me.
It needs to be about me. It needs to be about me because I'm angry. Because, 1460 upset me.
And she's making the accusation that this was done intentionally when she has no proof with which to back up her claim, and we'll see in a minute.
Are you that fucking caught in your own shit? You think that a restaurant would say like, "Oh, here comes Twatty McFuckdum. Get the fucking proper menus up because we need to get her triggered. Oh, and send our wonderful server out to go deal with this twat. That's what we need to do." Fuck, you think a lot of yourself. That a restaurant went to this fucking length to fuck with you. Asshole.
True Romance, great movie. Love it.
Yes, True Romance was awesome.
Especially the dialogue between Dennis Hopper and Christopher Walken.
Yep.
Your part, eggplant. I haven't killed anyone since 1984.
This is ridiculous.
Right. This situation is really, really quite tense and quite.
Yes, it is tense.
We didn't mean to do anything to upset you like that. Honestly, these menus are brand new.
I don't
They're
care.
brand new.
I asked you specifically. I came in here and I asked you specifically. You've obviously not listened, so you're not doing your job very well, are you?
No, we have.
I've asked you specifically for those.
Yeah.
What you've done is ignore me and brought these anyway. Now I've got to sit here and read that, and you don't understand how difficult that is for me to sit here and read.
Let me explain, okay? These menus that we have are brand new, okay? We are trying to work with two different types of menus, some that come with calories, some that don't come with calories, and we are trying so hard to accommodate everybody.
Yeah, but not hard enough.
Because this was an error. This was, I'm not a robot. I'm a human.
Right.
And I've just picked up the wrong
And
menu,
I'm a human
sorry.
too. And now you've ruined
you're
my
a
day.
twat. You're a fucking cunt, is what you are. Oh.
I've got to sit here and read the calories on there, and you know what? Now I don't want anything, because now I've got to sit there and count it all up and decide what I want, and now I'm in my head, and that's really difficult for me. And you're sitting there saying, "Oh, it's fine, you look lovely," but you don't know what's going on in my head, and now I've got to sit here and decide what to order.
Oh my god. This to me, this isn't a carrot. This is a whiny, self-entitled bitch who put this video online to get sympathy. She's looking for her friends to go, "Oh my god, I can't believe she did that to you. Oh, if you need to talk, please just message me. We'll talk, okay? I can't believe that this server, who has no idea who you are, did this to you. You're a delicate flower in a rose. Oh, I'm so sorry." I'm thoroughly annoyed now. I'm fucking... Man, she has to be signal. No man would put up with this crap.
We got to
Or
bring
woman.
back
No
no
person.
ma'am.
No person would put up with this bullshit. Ugh.
Hey, really, have you seen any of the Prophecy movies with Christopher Walken? I saw the first one. Not great, but it's got Christopher Walken. Or...
I like Sleepy Hollow.
What was that one he did? The Ice is Gonna Break. I think it's based on a Stephen King novel. It's from like 1983 or 84. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Decent movie, though, with Christopher Walken.
I liked him in The Rundown.
Yes.
He was good in The Rundown.
Yes.
Open gangbang style.
Man on Fire. Jesus, I haven't seen that in a lot of years.
Man on Fire was an awesome movie.
With Denzel.
Denzel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Chad called it, what a first world problem. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. How many calories are in an egg? Yeah. Probably about 90.
Like, I'm annoyed. I'm mad after fucking watching that. Like, that would be that situation where I would just be like, "Yo, shut the fuck up. I want my fucking Diet Pop refilled, and you're keeping her away from me."
Thank you, Chad. The Dead Zone. Yes, good movie. Good movie.
Hey, forget about it. Frankie, kill this bitch.
Hey, Frankie. Hey. How you doing, huh?
Hey, you could have went down. My fat Canadian friend wants to see you here, bitch, and you shut the fuck up.
We should go to Ohio and walk into the restaurant where Frank is and be like, "Hey, Frankie,
hey,
how you doing?
Hey, yo, Frankie.
Hey.
Hey. Bibbidi bobbidi.
And then just walk out and leave, and he'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Like,
Yep.
I swear that was Nick and Alex. Huh.
Before we go,
Mhm.
I saw this tweet. Someone had shared it. It's from the RCMP in Manitoba. So, as our American friends know, we have snow. But did you also know that there are places in America that have snow? Well, there are. And here in Canada, apparently in Manitoba, somebody called the RCMP.
Oh, yes. Saw this. Sorry. I saw this. Sorry.
He's about to be. Oh, I'm not in on the joke on that one because I can't remember. Oh, well. Maybe I'll watch Man on Fire again one day. But, building up. Did you ever call the police 911 because of a Zamboni? And I'm not talking about a runaway Zamboni. Talking about a Zamboni where he could rent one for an upcoming hockey tournament and he couldn't find one. This is just one of those situations.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Can I play? Oh, fuck, I want to play you a video so bad just to get your live reaction while I play it.
Okay, do it.
But there's music on it. But you need the music.
Oh, I don't know about that. You can mute it.
I'll play it for you after. I'll play it for you after.
Okay.
You need the music. You have to have the music. So.
I got it. It's integral to the plot.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's wrap this bitch up.
Minnesota.
Okay, so I'd like to thank everybody that was in the chat tonight. Really, Chadney, Frankie, Butt Blaster Brody, the Reverend Ryan, of course. Let's see who else I got here. Casey was here for a minute until he got scared off because Frankie showed up. And yeah, that's about it. No Dad tonight. No Sarah. Red is in Germany getting some shyster videos or whatever that is. And yeah, I think that was it from the chat tonight.
Yeah, no Jen, unfortunately.
I haven't seen Jen for a little while, actually. I hope everything's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a really good show. Thank you for all the comments. Really, it's great seeing you again in the chat. I love when you're here. You always bring lots to the show for us to discuss. So
I will, Chad. I'm going to watch that. It's probably going to be a few weeks, but I am going to take the time to watch it. After we finish here, I'm going to watch the Philadelphia Experiment. I think that's from 1984. Looks interesting.
Nice. I'm going to go chill out. Maybe play a game of hockey before bed. So
right on.
So everyone have a great night. And yeah.
And yeah.
Bad garbage Doug and Alex opinions. More is what is needed now, oversaturated with other people's opinions in a world